If you're experiencing any pain in the shoulder, knots in the back, this is the video for you. Hi, I'm Chelsey, and this is Courtney. Today, I'm gonna be demonstrating a deep shoulder complex release. I'm gonna start on her left side. So, taking that elbow and slowly bringing that arm back around her. Now, always 100% that person wants to help out. So I'm gonna take my hand on that shoulder and just have her release it down. My knee is right here to kind of support it, or you can even place your hand down here and support that arm. So they do absolutely no work right here. And if you do feel them helping, say, hey, just release, okay? So I'll just go ahead and place her arm on my knee and hold the front right here. So this can help you maneuver that shoulder blade a little bit more. Now you can kind of see that outline of the shoulder blade. And so we're gonna release all the muscles from down on those rhomboids and up even in the levator scapulae. And that's what's going to really release and drop that shoulder down. So start with my thumb, and I'm just making little circles, kind of lifting that shoulder blade. So allowing it to just kind of separate and release. And I work down, going up. They may have some knots, and you can always just kind of hold right here. Allow them to breathe. Breathe with them. And then just kind of working and just initially releasing those muscles a little bit. Now I'm getting a nice little separation here, so I'm flipping my palm and using my pointer finger and just placing it on that inside of that little shoulder blade. So you can kind of see I'm holding it, and my thumb right here is now going to give it a little massage. Everything is kind of light and with ease. You are manipulating that bone and muscle complex, so be easy with them. And then you can go back and forth between the hand in, massaging on top, and then releasing a little bit and going back to that little thumb action. So taking it on the top and just lightly creating some space. Just to get that top a little bit more, where we hold that pressure and that tension in our shoulders. I'm just doing a little bit of work with that little thumb action on top again. And this whole time I've been supporting that shoulder and kind of using it to manipulate while I'm using my other hand. So I'm gonna do one more little grab, bringing my hand inside. So again, flipping, placing the finger, the pointer finger right in that shoulder blade. Again, have them be 100% relaxed, and then just, if you feel any tension, just releasing it down. Slowly releasing. I'm gonna take this arm, place it on top, and then while she's in this position, a little extra massage never hurts. So going down that shoulder and getting up into that levator scapulae. If you feel any knots, just give them a little attention here. I'm just doing little circles, getting a little squeeze in there. And maybe we might squeeze towards the top and then just trickle the fingers down. Nice. All right, you can give a little teres minor right here, a little stretch down. And then we'll go ahead and flip her now to the front and check out her shoulders. So she mentioned to me she holds tension more on this side. So this one may have fallen just a slight bit, but not very much. So you can continue to do a little bit of this work on the top of that arm and that shoulder. And I'll just have her flip around. You may not see a significant difference, maybe just a little less tension or pressure in that shoulder. Some people may see the shoulder actually drop. Everyone's slightly different. So just releasing a little bit more of those knots. Doing those circle patterns again. And then allowing that pressure and tension to just slide off the shoulder. And maybe if you feel it a little knot or a little something, you can always stay there, apply the pressure, breathe with your friend. Nice. Now we'll let this side breathe. We've allowed a lot of blood flow in there, so we'll give it a little break. And then we're gonna go on to the other side. All right, so we've set up now so I can work on this other side. So again, take it easy, transitioning that arm towards the back, allow them to release, and she is actually fantastic at that. If not, they have to release in the front and then allow you to bring it back, but that release is very important. You don't wanna pull or strain that arm as it comes back. So, taking my hand now, placing it on the shoulder for a little bit more support. And then I'm just starting by massaging those rhomboids. So just getting in here, and I already feel some knots. So just taking a little time on some of those, helping them release a little bit. So you don't have to necessarily jump and dive right into lifting the shoulder blade. It can be focusing just on releasing those muscles first. Because if we dive right into lifting up that shoulder blade, it might not lift up. All right. So getting now the top of the shoulder as well. Getting a little release, a little lift now. And reminding them, just breathe and relax. Now I'm going to take a little bit more time on this side since she was having a little bit of tension. All right, so I'm just gonna start with the thumb. So lifting that shoulder blade ever so slightly, right at the bottom. So where it might have less tension. So the closer we get to the shoulder blade or up here, the harder it's gonna be to get underneath. So starting down at the bottom and just finding a little lift and holding. So breathing with them. And the whole part about pressure points is finding that stop and that pressure, breathing in it, and then moving on. So going slow here is great. Again, just sticking with my thumb as I make my way up. This is my last little spot, and then I'll move to that pointer finger. So releasing, you can even give it a little massage. All right, flipping. So now my palm is facing me, and I'm just easing my hand underneath that shoulder blade, placing that thumb on top, and just giving it little strokes down. Again, pressure point, so holding right there. And taking my pointer finger right underneath the shoulder blade. So then I can use this hand and kind of help hold it or move it if I need to as I press my hand underneath. So the counterbalancing of the two hands is very important. So you either want to be sitting or have their arm relaxed. Just holding right there, and if you want, you can do gentle strokes down with the thumb. Again, easing out of it, and then I'm gonna move a little bit higher up. So I started down here, and then the second one's going to be a little higher up. May not go as far in, and that's okay, because it is a little bit tighter up here. So again, finding that breath, breathing in this. Now I'm going to bring that arm back in front. And again, massaging. So going back to that gentle massage. Any leftover knots up at the top, we're just kind of rolling them away. And now that we've done that side, feel free to get both hands in there. Make it a little even. And I do feel looseness in that side now. A little less of those knots. All right. So we're going to ease her back around. I worked on that side a little bit more. Do you feel it?
Yeah, it feels good.
So we just finished up working on both her right and left side. Now it's amazing that she uses both hands equally. So she's not a right side dominant. So if you are, you may see a bigger increase in releasing that tension because you use that arm more. Be sure to let me know what you thought about this video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon.
Join us for 14 and 30-day programs, hour-long classes, and much more on our yoga app, Yoga Plus by Psyche Truth. It's free to download and features a variety of wellness content, including yoga, fitness, Pilates, guided meditations, and interviews with dozens of wellness experts.